Hi, I'm Linda from paperboutiquewithlinda.com. Today we're going to make an easel sticky note holder. I watched several videos on how to make them, and then I combined several of their ideas into my own design that I want to share with you today. But first I want to show you the differences in the sticky note holders. This sticky note holder was designed by Dawn Stamping Studio. I loved her work, and I'll link to her video below. Let me just show you how this looks when I open it. And I'll just hold it up so you can see the easel. I know that's not ideal. And then I'm going to show you the inside of this one. What I did on the inside is I just layered some paper, and I only did it on this one. I didn't do it on the others. I love Dawn's design. When I was making it, I noticed a couple of things. I noticed that on the side, there seemed to be quite a bit of a gap here, which is so the easel works perfectly. But when I saw that, I thought, oh wow, this would be a perfect place for a pen holder. So then I started looking on the internet for a video that had a pen holder in it. The thing about Dawn's book is she uses a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, and I was also hoping to use some of my smaller paper. I was thrilled when I saw this design. This was designed by Scrappy Bookworm Scrappy Bookworm 1, and I'll also link to her video. What is fun about this design is you can see you can use it as an easel opening, like halfway down, or it can also be an easel just like Dawn's. The difference is that this particular one has a pen holder, and I loved it. So I thought, wow, this is a perfect design. What I noticed is it didn't tend to lay quite as flat as I'd like, and I solved that problem with a magnet in my design. And it didn't have a spine, which it looks absolutely gorgeous and you wouldn't need a spine, but I thought I'm going to combine the two into my design. So what I did is this design has a spine that you can see right here, and I have a magnet, I don't know if you'll be able to hear that holds the two pieces together, just like Scrappy Bookworms. You can open it up halfway, or you can do the full easel. This one mine has just a little less of a gap there. So that's really the differences between the three. And what I'm going to do at this point is I'll go ahead and pause the video, and I'll set up and show you a tutorial on this particular sticky note holder. To make this particular sticky note cover, what you'll need is a sheet of paper that's 3.5 inches by 10 inches. And you're going to go ahead and score it at 4 1/8 and 4 1/2. I've already scored this. 8 1/2, 8 7/8, 9 1/4, and 9 5/8. Now you're also going to need another sheet of paper at 3.5 by 4 1/8. And I want to just go over this again. You're going to score at 4 1/8, 4 1/2, 8 1/2, 8 7/8, 9 1/4, and 9 5/8. And you can use any color. I chose black. So that's the first step. After you go ahead and score it, I'm going to move my scoreboard out of the way here so we can just see a little bit better. Then you're going to take your paper, and this is the very first score line that you have scored. You're going to fold the top to meet that score line. And then I just use a bone folder to flatten the crease. So you've got it folded to meet that very first score line. Then I'm going to just turn it sideways, and I want to be able to zoom. So you've got the 1, 2, 3, 4 fold lines. You're going to go to the second fold line and fold it up. So you're going to have 3 like little spaces in between. You're going to have 1, 2, 3, and then when you turn it over, you're going to have 1. Next, you're going to take and turn it over. You've still got the 3. Then you're going to cut up to the score line. And you can make this cut anywhere you want. This is where the pen holder is going to be, so I tried to center mine. You want to make the cut lines probably 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch apart, and it varies. And if you look at mine, each one of them vary. So once you cut that, you've got your flap, then you're going to bring this last fold, the last score line, over to the front. So it looks like you have all of it here. Here's your cut line. Then you're gonna, you fold this one, and then you're gonna do an accordion fold. So every other one is folded into an accordion fold. And I'm gonna hold it up so you can see that. I'm hoping that you can see that's what it looks like. So you've got that little accordion fold. So what you're gonna end up doing is you'll just push kind of back on those, and this will jut forward. And you're going to end up gluing this down here. These 2 pieces will be glued together, and I'm going to show you more in a minute. And then this last flap will be glued down. Okay, let me bring in something that'll be a little easier to see. So you're going to open it up, and then you're going to I put score tape. I didn't put score tape here because these 2 sections are going to be glued together, and then I put score tape here. You can assemble this any way that it's easiest for you. You just remove the score tape at the bottom, make sure that that's pulled out, and I like to just make sure that that's taken, that you have a good crease in it. And then next you can remove this score tape so these 2 pieces go together. And then lastly, you can remove the score tape. I just remove all my score tape at once just to make it a little easier. Then the next step in this process is you're going to take that piece that you cut earlier that's 3.5 by 4 1/8, and you're just going to put glue or score tape or any type of really strong adhesive here, and you're going to attach it just like that. Okay, so when you're done, it's going to look like this. You've kind of got, and this will be glued down. Now the most important thing to remember when you're doing that, and I'm going to reach over here and grab my sticky notes, is when you put your sticky notes in, be sure you can put tape on the back or whatever you want on the back of this, snail tape or, you know, score tape. Make sure that it butts right up against that pencil holder. And for my pen holder, for my pens, I used little gel pens that I got at Michael's, and I believe they're $4.99 for a dozen of them. So then you've got your easel that will fit there, or you've got your easel that will go there. And then all you need to do is decorate it. But let me just show you what I did. I didn't like the way that it didn't lay perfectly flat. So I added, before I added this layer of paper, on the very top back, on the top here, I put a basic gray magnet. And I don't know if you can see, but I put a little magnet here, and I covered it with just a little circle of black paper, and it just lays perfectly flat. On this one, I only decorated the top of it, but on my first one, you know, you can decorate the inside, you can decorate the back, you can just have as much fun as you want with this. Let me bring in the other 2 so you can see the final products again. And there's my little pen that I got at Staples. Well, I would like to thank you for watching, and please visit me at www.paperboutiquewithlinda.com for more projects and ideas. Bye-bye.